Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Really late at night, but I thought, brand new hero come out. We got a lot of patch notes update. It's probably helpful to get the information out. I know the last one was very much rushed on Hyena. Um, Hyena definitely has seen a play in PvP. People have run her with Ainz very well together. Put Ainz, uh, put Muro onto that team, and you kind of have a three, and you can put Apsora on that team as well. So you kind of have a four hero team that kind of synergizes well together, and they all have HP reduction effects that can, work well with her. A couple of things of note with High Knight, like we didn't talk about last time, right? Once she activates her ability, her resonance ability, she has the chance of getting a stun on there twice, right? And she has control effect tags, controlling all, get rid of all the cleanse effect from allies as well. So there is a lot of just battle around control right now, and she's definitely in one of the new meta teams that are showing up in PvP a little bit. So this definitely put things into different perspective. So yeah, Haina, if you like her, this is a really good pick. In the coming week, though, we will get Tyrell, and we also have Oliver returning. But first, before I forget, congrats, Nantako. So if you haven't claimed this is a new code that's just dropped for 1,000 gems. So on the upcoming banners tomorrow, we'll have the rerun of Oliver, right? We'll also have in here Moricus. Moricus kind of is still relevant, but just so much weaker. The dead hero on the banner that's coming up tomorrow. Let's see. It's gonna Chelsea. Okay, so literally we have four solid hero, right? Chelsea is still the top burn hero. So if you get Chelsea, it's not bad. And the only one that's kind of like they always seem to do this. It's like there's always one bad hero on Miracle Banner, and this time it happened to be Lysander. Lysander is not really used anywhere anymore. Lysander has really fallen off the meta. But Lysander's he's the trap on the upcoming banner tomorrow. All other four heroes are really good. So as long as you don't get Lysander, you should probably be happy, especially if you're a newer player. Now Tyrell, this is the new hero we all care about. Maybe before I go there though, want to just let people know that Melchio did get his fourth exclusive, which make his essay of abilities that rotate through three different styles go even further. All right, the one of interest is the intermediate level skill, but he gets to cast a level 2 skill, and with these level 2 skills, they're still going to ignore damage, shield damage, immunity, fire, crit is still guaranteed, right? So even if it's intermediate, they're going to be guaranteed crit. It's going to be piercing. It's going to deal extra damage to the target. But what's nice is basically every turn, it triggers all the following once, right? And then above, when the battle starts, okay, so all these things are triggered. Above can be triggered every 2 of self turns. The following effect, each of it falling once. Okay, so basically we'll show that also, since he's a direct damage dealer, he's going to synergize. Well, he also have control tag, so we'll show him a little bit in battle while we go through Hyena, but just to let people know that it is out. So sorry, with Tyrell. Okay, so Tyrell, after finish reading through this long massive essay, what you will find is that with Tyrell, she has a few things that is key to the table. First of all, what is this, right? So we're just playing around with control versus, it's like spy versus spy. One, just keep one upping the other in terms of in the control department or anti-control department. So if you run a team basically with 5 heroes with control tag, they all become immune to control effect for the next time they're hit by a control effect. Which means if you want to get past this, you have to hit the enemy with a control, then you hit them with a different control. But then because you hit them with a control, that will also use up Penny's first ability, which allows your future control effects to actually be cleansed. So it's almost like, yeah, so by having Tyrell on your control team, it makes your control team, I guess, more anti-control, if that's the right way to put it. The other scary part about her kit is she has ability to give electricity overload, which means now there's about a 50% chance, I think, right? There's a 50% chance when inflicting, the next time when they apply a control, all right, there's a chance to extend this effect by 1 more turn. Now, I believe this buff gets consumed. We'll test that very shortly. And it will basically have a 50% chance. You can't affect that 50% chance. The CC will be extended by 1 turn. Now, remember, extending 1 turn doesn't mean cannot be cleansed. But if you manage to do this particular CC while also having Penny's buff, I believe you all of a sudden got an uncleansable 2-turn CC, right? Which could be, devastating in terms of just, ending things right there. So yeah, a lot of hard CC, but also here it helps you, reduce their, even at exclusive 2, right? At exclusive 3, you also reduce their speed by 40 for every control. So this is not 40%, this is a 40 flat number. So if there are like 3,000 5 control heroes, then they're going to be 2,800, which helps you secure first turn, I guess. But also enemy effective hit is reduced for 40%. So that means they're not going to be landing any dots. So for example, the really annoying Giselle, not dotting your entire team up like to a ton of layers. That's not going to be happening. The enemy Giselle is not going to be landing a whole bunch of dots on you anymore. I don't think. We'll test that as well. You won't be hit, that they won't hit you with CC on the first turn because their effective hit is so low. So yes, they're going to consume that, Penny buff, but they're not going to. They're going to essentially waste it, right? And of course, you can use it to, like I said, control that speed. Her second exclusive really is to help boost damage. It should, in theory, allow you to. Each stage has 50% to inflict a layer. This is like a 4-stage attack to a single enemy. This is a 3-stage attack onto all the enemies. Now, a 50% base trigger, but you still have a chance to get 100% as long as you have high effective on her. So she should be really built with high effective hit, and balance the rest out between attack, speed, mastery. Will be the way you want to build her. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, attack, mastery. I would say you want some effective hit on her. I'm not sure why they don't recommend effective hit on her. If you want to be able to land this, if you want to be able to land silence, deep internal injury, right? Like, she's really good at debuffing from that perspective. I don't think her personal damage just by looking at it, because she has no scaling against bosses, in her description, she is not going to outdo the likes of, DMU and Indra combo. So yeah, like, she will be very much PvP focused, which also makes, the top end players feel like she's kind of a must-have at this point. She definitely puts, a big deterrence against control teams, deterrence against, or use her to, outspeed the opponent in a way. So yeah, we see a lot of these speed manipulation tactics. Anyways, long enough of description. So kind of just show you guys a little bit. We're gonna put a couple of heroes in here, heroes that we recently, all kind of seen a little bit. We're gonna just get the control tag selected here, and there definitely is a lot of heroes with control, right? So we're gonna actually put Melchio in here. We will put our we'll put Oliver in here. We will put Hainai in here, and let's put one more hero. Probably let's try something like this, right? Okay. So that we have a good lineup of option of heroes. And here we're going to make sure they do have like 100% crit. You don't need 100% crit on Melchio, but we need some of our allies to be hitting crits. So, okay. So because Tyrell has a proc on basic attack, so on her turn, if she does use a basic attack, I believe it will potentially proc things from Melchio as well. So first of all, if you pay attention to the different buffs on here, you see everybody now got the buff where they're immune to control effect once. But you can also see the enemy normally being 700, 900 speed. They are all now minus 200 effective hit and minus, they're at 600 speed, 700 speed. Now let's see what that slowdown actually did. So this slowdown, okay, this is really important to note. All right. This minus 200 speed permanently is applied after they have the buff. So that means their 900 got reduced to 540. Then the 200 is applied. It's not minus 200 first. So I wonder what happens if you can get someone to like negative speed. Because you can, right? Because with Marie and then with the pet, and I was showing you guys last day, you could get, and then if you put Maeve on it, you could get them to 0 speed. Because the pet was stacking on top of all of that, right? The 25%. So here now, if we were to, so if they were, I guess, reduced by the pet and reduced by another 200 speed, man, they're not moving. Okay, it's so much. All right, so her resonance, right? Okay, her resonance is obtained. Let's see, how to charge up her resonance here. I believe it's whenever your allies are trying to inflict a control effect on the enemy, right? So we need to try to apply control effects. But you can see here is you don't get one for every target, okay? Does she? Okay, she begins at 16. So she starts at 8. Okay, he starts at 8. Okay, there's a way to get some additional resonance point, I guess, at the beginning. I think it's in her first one, is it? Where is it? Oh, okay, never mind. It's in her skill set. So she starts at 16. So whenever an ally tries to hit, so Beatrix, I think this puts her all of a sudden at 1 extra. Now all of a sudden she has now resonance, which means everybody here now should have the extra lightning thingy, right? Now it only works. She will only give that lightning thing to allies that have control tag and in resonance status. In our lineup, actually, you know what? For the rest of our hero, let's see if we can bring some resonance hero here and control. Here, let's see what happens here. Okay, so is everybody in resonance? Everybody's in resonance status. So that means now if I do this, is there a hero that doesn't start with resonance status? You know what? I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put Ainz in there. Ainz, I'm not going to have a lot of stats on it, so Ainz should shouldn't have resonance status on him, so we can test. Okay, Ainz does not have resonance status, right? Tyrell has resonance status. Well, we're going to go somewhere where everybody kind of try to do a CC here. So what is this? Yeah, so this hit is going to try to CC everybody. And there's a chance to get them too. Okay, so now okay, you see Penny here does not have resonance status, so Penny didn't get it, right? But here you have because Penny needs everybody to be control tag, right? Ainz doesn't have control tag, so don't have resonance status. Then she does not get a special X, but everybody else has control tag who is also in resonance status will be able to get this little icon here, okay? So that's important to know. So here, Penny does not get to extend her buff. But in theory, does that mean when Hainai goes, so here that freeze that we just did there, that's going to be like a 2-turn freeze. We're going to pay attention to the hero on the left hand side the most. I'm expecting a 2-turn freeze. Where was the 2? Oh, right, it's a 50% chance. So it's not even guaranteed to 2-turn freeze. But here now, Godmother, right? Is it Godmother Smash? Yeah. So here, another resonance hit, right? So in theory, with the axe, we could get, if we get a stun. Oh, sorry, that was, yeah. If we get a stun on this, that could be like a 3-turn stun. Oh my god, that is disgusting. And if that happened to time it well with Penny, that could have been an uncleansable 3-turn stun. So that's kind of, you know, her kit. You saw that part of it. So let's go back to her kit. Make sure we covered everything. I'll do more testing on Melchio in another video. I think it's just too much trying to cover it all in one, and I'm getting real sleepy here. Like, anyways, I just find like even, you know, in PvP, just having this one alone makes things really annoying to deal with, right? It's like, it will probably fit really well into a control team, making sure that you can be controlled back, so you don't have to worry about speed, survivability. You just think like you have to build a team with all control tags. That's I think the main challenge, but you do have a good selection of heroes that, you know, prevent that a little bit. I'm not going to go into details trying to analyze her damage. You know, if you have gotten the hero tomorrow and, you know, you feel like she's doing a lot of damage, please let me know. We'll see what we can do in terms of getting some showcase on that. But I think that's the key part of her kit, right? The other part of her kit is, you know, the slowing, the antis, the reduce effective hit, getting that control early on. She's going to be able to, you know, pursue attack a lot on her basic attack. So assume, once you put the enemy into like a DCC situation, you can, you know, just pick away at them with both direct damage and internal injury. So I guess, you know, having a little bit of direct damage means, you know, if you ended up slowing the enemy so much and they're entirely halted to a stop and they have like a Marie, I guess you can still slowly grind them to death with some direct damage. I don't know what they were thinking. Anyways, I hope you found the content helpful. Let me know your thoughts below if you're going to summon her or not. I mean, they keep releasing these really strong heroes. You know, don't ever feel pressure that you have to go after them. I think the top spenders in the game also, you know, just do what do whatever you enjoy. And I just noticed that we do have now group benefit packs. So I guess if you're looking for oh, there's some shards over here. That's interesting. And here's 5. Okay. Anyways, so if you are summoning and you need some miracle runes, there's some miracle runes in there. I'll try not to record at 2 o'clock in the morning anymore. But yeah, I'm trying very hard to come back to a routine video schedule. There's definitely a lot of things to be covered in game. It's definitely not for the lack of content. I just have too much work that I have to deal with, and I'll try to cover more for you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Gandalf out.